Hello guys, today I'll be doing the top 10 Dark Souls characters. So these characters are my favorite Dark Souls characters ever. And as you know, I love the Dark Souls series, but then again, they have some really amazing characters. So let's start. Number 10, we have Ornstein the Dragon Slayer. What I really like about Ornstein the Dragon Slayer is we don't really know that much about him, but we do know he likes to kill dragons and his boss fight is hard as shit. Especially his super form, which is pretty difficult, but then again, him as a combination of attacks with smoke is pretty tough. But what we do know about him, he's the captain of the Four Knights of Gwyn, which consists of Ornstein the Dragon Slayer, Sir Knight Artorias of the Abyss, Hawkeye Go, and Lordblade Ciaran. And Ornstein the Dragon Slayer is the captain of the Four Knights. Number 9 is Bishop Howell the Rock. A lot of players, new players anyway, get one-shotted by this guy. But this guy is actually, he could have a pretty sad story. He's a bishop, but don't really know what church. But I'm speculating that he's probably part of the Church of Thorlund or Way of the White. And number 8 is Sigmire of Katarina. His questline is really sad, especially when you reach him at the end. It's a very sad moment in gaming. But he's a really good character. Especially him. He's one of those guys that really has a huge fucking big ass sword. He's a tough guy. He's fun. He's a cool guy. And his ending of the story is really sad. It's sad. Number 7 is Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Gwyn, Lord of Cinder is the god. And what's really cool about Gwyn is, and usually in final boss battles you expect this huge epic fight. And in Dark Souls, every fight is epic. It's just epic, badass, vagina dragon to Ornstein the Dragon Slayer with Smog fucking 2-on-1ing you. Great Grey Wolf Sif, a big wolf with a fucking sword in its mouth which limps when he's almost dead. A fucking dragon that's invincible. It breathes crystal scales. Then we get this just a normal sized dude with a big ass flaming sword. And if you don't parry him, actually it becomes quite an epic fight. It's really fun. Number 6 is Witch Kellogg, basically Miss Spider Lady, or as the community likes to call her, Mrs. Special K, or Kellogg, as in Mrs. Special Frosted Flakes. She's a really sad character. She's been deformed by the swamp, but she's gathering humanity to help her sister. And our 5th favorite character is Quelina of Izalith, Kellogg's sister. Very sad character. I'm not going to let you know too much about them, but this is definitely one of the saddest stories I've heard in Dark Souls, hell, and even in gaming in general. 4 is Hawkeye Gove. He's relatively a new character who came in the new content, and he's a badass. He's one of my favorites already when I saw him. People are speculating that he's blind, but it says in the description of his helmet that he's not blind. They put resin or something in his helmet that made him unable to see, which is cool. Like, they make characters like Hawkeye Go, who are very wise characters, have their own problem. Every character in Dark Souls has a problem, which is good. I like that system that From Software really did with this game. 3rd is Knight Kirk. Not many people like Knight Kirk. At first you're killing him, oh bitch, you invaded me. Then once you really know his story, very sad story. He joined the Dark Raids to get the Red Eye Orbs. Then he secretly joined the Chaos Servant, so he can invade to get humanity, which is very sad. Just to help the sister of Kellogg, forgot her name. But it's a very sad how you just killed him so many times to get his armor, but when you finally figured out what really happened, you feel like a bitch. Well, this whole game, you're not even sure if you're the bad guy or not. Number 2 is Knight Solaire. Probably one of the best. He's a badass character. Knight Solaire is the most helpful character in the game. You can summon him in fights, in the Ornstein and Smoke fight, the Gargoyles fight, the Gaping Dragon fight, the Centipede Demon fight, and Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. And for almost all those fights, he trivializes them. And he's a great character, and he always has a smile on his face, and he's always eager to help you out. And my number 1 pick for my favorite Dark Souls character is Sir Knight Artorias of the Abyss and Great Grey Wolf Sif. I couldn't separate those two. I put them in the same spot because you just can't separate them. Both of them are such amazing characters. Sir Knight Artorias of the Abyss traveled to the Abyss to probably confront the Four Kings, and it was amazing. He's one of the few people, or gods, or whatever, because we don't even know what he is, who traveled to the abyss, which is good. And he got his ass kicked there, and even Great Grey Wolf Sif almost died, but he sacrificed his shield to give it to protect Great Grey Wolf Sif. And Sir Knight Artorias became corrupted by the abyss, and he's now a twisted shell of his former self, which is very sad. But then again, his fight was pretty fun. Same with Sif. Very sad boss fights, but that's how it is. So that's about it for this part of Top 10 Dark Souls characters. See you guys next time. Bye.